Hello YouTube, this is Duke the Porcupine, and today I have a special announcement. I have decided to make my first of 3 trades this season, trading Slowking for Avalugg. I have not really been able to find much uh, use for Slowking yet, as I have kind of 2 hardcore special defensive walls and an already special defensive wall. I wanted another like very strong defensive wall. Yes, Slowking has Regenerator, but his stats are kind of mediocre. So I got Avalugg. His insane defense gives me another spinner to help protect Mega Pinsir from that 50% life drop from rocks. That is a pain. But after drafting Avalugg, this was after week 5, I realized that both my defensive walls are weak to fire type, so that's not good. And to make matters even worse, my opponent and one of my opponents in my league, Alex, has Mega Charizard X. So physical fire type. What do you know? He'll take out both of my defensive walls pretty easily. So that was a bad move on my part. And see, week 6, and week 7, I unfortunately got set up on and swept. So a new man was dropped from a team, and I decided to pick him up a couple days after he was dropped. His name is Quagsire, Mr. Unaware. Doesn't really know what's going on, but that's okay. We still love him. So, what Quagsire brings to my team is something that can maybe prevent people from setting up on me, or make them think harder, or they pretty much have to, if they want to set up on me, plan for how they're going to counter Quagsire. So obviously there's a couple ways. Grass Knot is a very common move that will destroy Quagsire. So obviously I have to think of ways to protect Quagsire. So one new set I'm thinking of trying out is actually a Sap Sipper Goodra. He actually gets that ability, so that would be huge if I have Quagsire in and they go for that Grass Knot, but on the trying to KO it, but I switch out, get a boosted Goodra. That would be pretty intense, especially if they didn't have much for physical attackers left. That would probably just run train through most teams. The Goodra is very powerful Pokemon. I'm very happy he's on my team. So yeah, I got set up on 2 weeks back to back. It's a very strong counter to Mega Charizard X. You can take hits from him like no tomorrow. As I said, grass types are a major threat to Mega Quagsire, but I got Sap Sipper Goodra potentially. Nidoking takes the hits well from it. Jolteon takes them well. Darmanitan takes grass hits well. Pretty much my whole team except Crawdaunt and Quagsire take grass hits very well. Pretty much almost my whole team resists it, so yes, I have to be ready for grass types move, but if I am worried about a Pokemon using a grass type move, then I can definitely switch out. Maybe even run Protect on him just to see how safe he is or not. There's multiple different sets I can run. I can run, obviously, depending on my opponent, either a physical or a specially defensive Quagsire. That'll depend week by week. Depends on what I think my opponent's going to bring. If he has an offensive sweeper that I think he's going to bring, obviously bring a defensive Quagsire. And this is for if he does have some type of move that can hit Quagsire hard, it'll do a lot less damage, as Quagsire has access to recover. So as long as it does under 50%, Quagsire can stall him out. He also can get access to Toxic, so if I'm worried about something setting up on me, I can bring in Quagsire Toxic and ignore the setup, and then that thing can slowly be whittled down. He also has access to moves like Scald Burns that can cripple offensive Mon, or even if there's a Mon in that's very strong on the special defensive side, I could run an Earthquake on Quagsire. If I want to be really trolly, which I probably won't be, but I could be, he does have access to Power Up Punch and Stockpile, so my opponent doesn't have anything really to counter the might of Quagsire. You just power up punch, and whenever you start getting a little low on life, you just recover, get like 2 or 3 stockpiles up, and yeah, run train with Quagsire. I don't know if that statement has ever been said in the history of Pokemon, but it just has. Just, I really want to try it, but I have a feeling it's not going to work out this season. Just because most people will probably try to bring counters to Quagsire, especially if they're a team that likes to set up. They will definitely be bringing counters to Quagsire, as he can ruin anyone's setup time. He is just something I need, kind of like my back pocket. Maybe not an every game guy, but he's there in case I'm like, well, okay, this guy heavily relies on the setup. So the other thing I have to watch out for is, oh gosh, what's it called? It's a move that, oh, stored power, that's what it's called, stored power. So that's another move that could be potentially very dangerous to Quagsire's health, as does not use the boosted abilities, but it gets stronger based on the number of stats increased. So unless a guy really sets up, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. We'll see. It's worrisome as I play Alex H this week, and he loves to set up with his Smeargle and baton pass it to his Espeon. His Espeon has like 12 or 13 kills this season, so it is a terror. He got Geomancy, of all things, Geomancy on his Smeargle. So that thing is a monster. He could also run maybe like a Cotton Guard or something like that, boost up both sides of the defense and make that thing nearly unstoppable. So you guys will have to wait to see how that battle turns out. It's I know how it went, so it's a very, very intense battle. Anyway, so just wanted to bring you guys up to date that there has been some mix-ups on the team, so you'll be seeing some different names from now on in. Anyway, so I'll see you guys next time, and have a good night. Bye.